Okay, so something huge is happening across the internet right now. I mean, a really fundamental shift, and it's about to completely change how every single customer finds your business. If you have a website, you really need to pay attention, because the old way of getting found, it's dying. We're stepping into a whole new world.
So, I've got a question for you, and it's a big one. Is your website becoming invisible? I'm serious. The old rules for getting noticed online are just breaking down, like right before our eyes. The way your customers will find you tomorrow is totally different, and if you're still playing yesterday's game, you're going to be invisible.
And this slide, man, it just lays it all out perfectly. For the last 20 years, the internet was all about those 10 blue links on Google, right? You, the user, did all the work, all the searching. And if you were a business, you just kind of crossed your fingers and hoped to be found. But in this new internet, this agentic era, as we're calling it, AI assistants are doing the searching for us. The game is not about hoping anymore. It's about owning the conversation that the AI is having for your customers.
So if the old front door, Google search, is starting to close, then what's the new one? Well, you're looking at it. It's an AI assistant that lives right on your own website. This is becoming the new front door to your business, the main way people are going to interact with you.
So let's be super clear about what we're talking about here. What exactly is an on-site AI assistant? Because this is not your grandma's clunky chatbot, okay? We are talking about a powerful AI that you train specifically on your company's data, your products, your services, all of your knowledge. It gives instant conversational answers to really complex questions right there on your site. I love the metaphor on this slide. In this new world where AI assistants are the gatekeepers filtering out all the noise online, your website can't just sit there passively anymore. It needs to be the squeaky wheel. It has to be actively, intelligently, and loudly shouting the answers. It has to be the most helpful source of information in your field, period.
But hey, this isn't just some far-off theory, right? This is happening now. Businesses are already doing this, and the results are pretty incredible. Let's take a look at some real-world examples.
So you take a company like Tasman Boats. The old way, a potential buyer would have to click and click and click through all these menus trying to figure things out. Now, you just land on their site and ask a totally normal question, like you're talking to an expert. Hey, what's the best boat for deep-sea fishing? And you get an immediate, helpful answer. All that frustration, poof, it's just gone. Okay, you want to see a really powerful example? Let's talk about the British Carpet Company. They didn't just add an assistant, they put it front and center. It's the heart of their entire customer experience. Let's just walk through what a conversation looks like.
So a customer shows up with a very real, very specific question. Normally, this would mean filling out a contact form or making a phone call, adding friction, adding a delay.
But instead of that whole song and dance, the AI, which knows their entire catalog and pricing, just calculates and gives them a price range. Right there, on the spot. That's instant value for the customer.
And the conversation just keeps going, totally naturally. The customer says, "Okay, cool, show me some pictures." And boom, there they are. This isn't just a text bot. This is a rich, interactive sales conversation happening completely on its own. And this right here, this is the whole story. The before was that sad little contact form. You fill it out, you wait, and maybe the lead just disappears. The after is a smart agent giving answers right now. But here's the real mind-blowing part. That conversation gets published. It becomes a permanent asset on the website, and other AIs, like ChatGPT, find it, learn from it, and use it as a source. You are literally creating the future truth of the internet with every single customer chat. And it gets even crazier than that. This technology doesn't just change how you talk to customers, it completely changes who you can talk to. It just demolishes one of the oldest and biggest barriers in business, language.
All right, so here's that question again, asked in English to the British Carpet Company. The AI gives a totally normal answer in British pounds, standard stuff, right?
But now, check this out. The exact same question, but asked in Thai. The assistant replies instantly, perfectly, in Thai, and it even converted the currency to baht. All of a sudden, your market isn't just the UK anymore. Now it's Thailand.
And here it is again in German, with a price now in euros. I mean, just think about what that means. With one single tool, your business is now global. It's multilingual by default. You don't need a huge team of translators and international sales reps. You just need one smart AI.
So at this point, you might be thinking, okay, this is cool, but is it just another trend? And the answer is a huge, emphatic no. This is not a fad. This is an irreversible, massively funded revolution in the infrastructure of the internet itself.
I mean, just look at the money. Look at this number. NVIDIA and OpenAI are pouring $100 billion into building the data centers and the hardware to make this new internet a reality. This isn't some speculative bubble. This is the foundation of our future being poured right now.
And the people who are actually building it, guys like Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, they are not being shy about it. He's on record calling this the AI industrial revolution. When you see that kind of money and you hear that kind of statement from the source, you know this is not something you can just ignore. It's inevitable.
All right, so your head is probably spinning a little bit. You get why this is a huge deal. But the big question is, what do you actually do about it? What are the practical steps you can take right now to not just survive, but actually win in this new era?
It's actually pretty straightforward. Here's your 4-step playbook. Step 1, get an AI assistant on your website and train it on your data. Step 2, use it to answer every possible question a customer could have. Absolutely own the conversation in your niche. Step 3, flip the switch and go multilingual. And step 4, and this is the key, publish every single one of those conversations so the rest of the AI world can find you and learn from you.
I'm going to leave you with this one last thought, because this reframes everything. Your future customers are large language models. The AIs, the LLMs, they are the new customer you have to win over. They're the ones who will be recommending businesses to actual people. And if you're not actively feeding them the answers, if you're not owning that conversation on your own turf, they won't even know you exist. The time to become the #1 source for your business is right now.